Hey Chris, Paul Cundiff. So I wanted to show you, it's been a long time since you looked at your engine, I'm sure, and I want to show you our new mechanic out from California. We are getting ready to test fire this thing pretty quick, which is I mentioned I was going to do, and then we'd talk to you again about completing your project. But once we got your engine done, so we recognized that I recognize that the oil flow was all screwed up from, well, you remember that engine was basically all screwed up. So anyhow, the oil flow was recommended by a Century user to go ahead and use the spin-on. This was closed up, so we used the spin-on. We went ahead and plugged the block where one of the hoses came out. We got rid of the oil cooler that was a gray marine oil cooler and put the proper oil cooler on this engine. There's a second pocket in the oil pump. So one pocket in the oil pump, one chamber discharges directly into the block, and the other one discharges here. And we're filling our oil cooler, and we're coming out of our oil cooler, and we're going up here and going into our oil filter, and then we're dropping out of the oil filter, and we go in with oil to the transmission. So the transmission uses engine oil for shifting and also for lubrication. So, and then of course it goes back into the oil pan and starts the cycle again. So we are hopefully going to test run it today. It might be as late as tomorrow, but we just put a new solenoid on it as well, starter solenoid, and we put on the old-time style that has a push button on the top. So in the case of your key switch and the electrical not working properly, you can always push this button, and if you have battery power, you're going to have your engine turning over. So anyhow, and I think your boat came to us with an alternator on it, and the generator was what it would have been supplied with originally, so we've got that back on. So anyway, hopefully we'll have this guy started up, and you and I can start a discussion about completing your boat. All right, talk to you later.